Do you have your list with times where you were a leader and times when you were being led? Great. Keep it with you for a minute. Recently, I was painting the garage door in my house with a shade of red. My wife was painting the front door with a similar color but different type of paint, so she was using a different can. The front door is smaller than the garage door, so she finished before me. At some point, I stepped back and I happened to knock down the can of paint that she was using, which was still quite full, did not have a lid, and for some reason was behind me. I started yelling, "Jen, why did you leave this can of paint behind me? Are you crazy?" as I was putting the can upright to save some paint. Jean came to see what happened. I could have continued the blame game, but there was a puddle of paint on the floor, slowly expanding, and we needed to do something about it. What to do? For a second, we were frozen. "Jean," I said, "quickly, grab the dustpan from the kitchen, give it a rinse, and bring it." Jean did that. With the dustpan and the paintbrush, I collected as much paint as I could and put it back in the can. This was actually important because we still needed to paint the second coat of paint. When I finished that, Jean brought some newspaper. "Here," she said. "Put newspaper over and it will absorb." We did that, but there was still quite a bit of paint on the floor as this is a rough floor. "We need to hose it," Jean said. "Yes, let's do it," I said. Jean brought the hose and I started hosing, but there was paint that was still stuck on the floor. "Jean," I said, "bring the steel broom we use for the outdoors." She brought it and I started cleaning with the steel broom while she was hosing. I am proud to say that we had enough paint left for the second coat, and also there's only a faint stain on the floor, almost not very noticeable. Let's go back to the question of what leadership experience you have. I hope you have a very long list because leadership is everywhere, and you have a lot of leadership experience that you can draw from when you want to become an effective leader. In the story I just told you, I took the leadership in sorting the paint mess, but at times Jean was also leading with her ideas. Whenever you influenced someone to do something, you were being a leader. In your family, if you're a parent or you had younger siblings, you acted as a leader very often. Even with friends, if you convinced them to go somewhere or do something, you acted as a leader. There are many definitions of leadership, and one I like is the leadership is the capacity to influence others to achieve worthwhile results that wouldn't have happened otherwise. My list of times when I led include being an older brother, a father, a husband, leader in volunteer organizations, project leader, supervisor, inviting friends to a catch-up organized by me, speaking in front of a group of people, being a teacher. Times when I was led include being a son, a husband, when I was supervised for my PhD, as a student, as an employee, as a member of a project, as a team member in volunteer organizations, when my friends invited me to their events or convinced me to do something. Yes, there are roles where I'm both a leader and I'm being led. For example, as a husband, in which case I'm probably led more times than I get to lead. But leadership is everywhere. As you study and practice this course, I would like you to draw from that experience you have. As you seek leadership opportunities, you don't have to go very far. See if you can convince your friends to do something you think would be fun. You would be practicing leadership. Many introverts think that they don't have what it takes to lead and that they don't have leadership experience. If you are one of them, I hope I have changed your mind. You do have what it takes and you have more leadership experience than you realize because leadership is everywhere. Keep that in mind as we do the rest of the course.